Hi, my name is Lisa Kruger, and this week I'm going to discuss a new patient who presented with a diagnosis that I have not previously encountered in clinical. She had the rare diagnosis of dissociative identity disorder. She was a 20-year-old female and had experienced trauma 6 or 8 months ago, sexual trauma, and she was having personality switches during our encounter with the parent and the sister during admission process. The patient was manic as well and acting erratically, but did identify as two different personalities during the interview. She presented as a 5-year-old who cried and was very introverted and shy. She presented also as a manic 20-year-old female, and she also had psychotic behavior such as going into the restroom, practicing yoga, disrobing in a public area, and pressured speech. She appeared to be disheveled and was argumentative with one personality, but compliant with the childlike personality. I had collaborative information with the mother and the sister of the patient who came to admit her voluntarily. They did state that prior to these episodes, the patient had not been diagnosed with bipolar, manic depression, or schizophrenia at any time. But now this switching has been happening maybe once or twice a day for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and that the sexual trauma was, like I said, 3 or 4 months ago. And I found myself at first to be very impressed by the adaptation of the collaborating family who came and their willingness to address the personality that was presented. And I was surprised by their accommodation of the different personalities as they gave her different things that she asked for, such as age-appropriate stuffed animals and toys when she became the smaller alternate personality. It seemed to me as if they had accepted it readily, and even though the diagnosis was very recent and I don't think had a history or any other supporting diagnosis by any other healthcare providers. So I found this to be a challenge to accept. I found it to be difficult to understand, and although she fits the profile, I was very intrigued and felt like I was very interested in getting as much collaborative information and post-admission information as possible. And I feel like this experience, being exposed to this patient and their family especially, really had an impact on me as a provider.